Panchakalpa, no, Amagyana Timvirandasya Gyananjana Sharakaya Shakshuru Meritam Yanatasme Shri Gurave Nama Gaurave Gorachandraya Radhikaye Tadaraye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tad Bhaktaya Namo Namah. So the centennial of Gurudev is a very special day, and of course there are many things to say, and I'm very happy that that this glorification for 3 days of Gurudev, we can speak on and on his glories. Before I met Srila Gurudev, I was in ISKCON for 10 years, and after 10 years, and Prabhupada has left in 1977. I stayed until 6 more years or something like this. So, and then I couldn't handle anymore being in ISKCON because there was too many scandals. And I was shocked after the death of Jayatirtha, and so I left all connection of devotees for 10 good years. And I decided to be a teacher, teaching interreligious faith and philosophy. And but had my, of course, I wasn't satisfied. I wasn't happy. So in 1996, I believe, I came back to the temple in Montreal. I was living there in Canada. I lived there for 20 years. And it was the centennial of Srila Prabhupada. And I met one of my old friends. We were traveling in the Middle East, in Beirut and other places, selling Bhagavad Gita in Arabic. At that time, I was with a party of Tribhuvanat Prabhu. And this Prabhu that I knew was from South America. So we started discussing. I had still some good memories of Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj. And when I shared that to him, he said, now there's a bigger problem in ISKCON. His name is Narayan Maharaj. He's teaching some kind of Raganuga Bhakti, and he has a big influence on Tamal Krishna and others and everything. So as soon as I heard this, then I was attracted. Because I remember Sridhar Maharaj, and soon after I came in contact with some books that Srila Gurudev, actually he didn't write them, he was speaking them. One of them was Vilapa Kusumanjari. It was not a book, it was like a paper, you know, just paper. And I was reading the story of Raghunath Das Goswami, how in his Manjari form, he was seeing himself and Radha Krishna. Krishna wanted to paint the feet of Radhika, but he was so moved by emotion that his hand was shaking, so he could not do a proper job. And so Radhika, she took her foot and kicked Krishna in the forehead, making a stamp. And she asked Rati Manjari, who is Raghunath Das Goswami in his internal form, please do the seva. So he started doing this, but immediately his vision broke off, and he found himself again in this halfway between external consciousness and internal consciousness. As I was reading this, I felt I never read anything like this before. And there's something that I always felt was missing in what we were giving as a philosophy. Of course, we were told you are not this body, and devotional service means seva, serving, serving, serving. As far as an internal mood or internal meditation, I always felt there was something like this, but I would never read anything. And after that, I read a book of Venu Gita, and I was very pleased by the way Srila Gurudev was describing how everybody becomes captivated by Krishna's flute. Even inert matter, like the river Yamuna, start flowing backwards. And the birds, they are living entities. They were becoming like sages, meditating and hearing Krishna's flute and stopping their chirping by being so absorbed. And the cows that stopped chewing grasses and everything. And it was really fascinating. For some reason, I didn't meet Srila Gurudev. I only met Srila Gurudev after a few years. A few years passed because my karma is such that I had to burn very bad things before meeting again one sadhu like Srila Prabhupada. When I met him, I had some discussion, but I wasn't satisfied completely with what he was telling me because it seems to be only very external. He was very polite. He said, "Keep on reading," and I wanted to have some kind of personal instruction. So when I opened my heart to him, I wanted to have like a darshan where there was not too many people. So Brajanath, he said, "You can come when he's having his massage." So I came and I sat on the floor. Gurudev told me not to speak because he doesn't like to be disturbed when he's massaged. And after the massage, which was very simple massage, then he sat next to me in a gamsha on the floor, and he asked me what I wanted. So I wanted to know the relationship with the Guru. Is that ever broken? Because I felt like I didn't obey Srila Prabhupada's order, and I broke practically all of the principles. And he answered in a very personal way. He wasn't concerned with my different sins I had committed. He was only concerned about the fact that I didn't have my Brahmin thread around my neck. And so he said, "I will give back." But he mentioned, because I'm asking, that mean you will become my new guru? He said, "No, no need, no need to reinitiate. I just confirm what you have taken off." And he said, he stood up. He said, "I don't think Swamiji rejected you," because that was my worry. "I don't think Swamiji rejected you. You are sincere, but you are weak." And he told me, "I am also Bhaktivedanta. There's no difference between me and Swamiji. I also have the title Bhaktivedanta." And when he told me this, I saw Srila Prabhupada standing just in front of me. And even though it was not necessarily the form of Srila Prabhupada, I felt his presence so strongly, just like I felt also with Sridhar Maharaj by reading his books. I felt the presence of Srila Prabhupada because I remembered in the Srimad Bhagavatam 11th canto that actually you can have so many gurus, this Avaduta saying that even animals can be his gurus. So what to speak of a sadhu? A sadhu who's actually in the very same line. And he gave me the first lesson, Srila Gurudev, person that I start calling Srila Gurudev right away, because there's no difference between a Shiksha Guru and a Diksha Guru. And the first lesson he gave me, remind me also of what Srila Prabhupada said. Once they asked Srila Prabhupada, if someone has given up all his vows and has gone back to the material world, and he's coming back to the movement, one devotee was telling Prabhupada, maybe he should become reinitiated again and start the process all over again. And Srila Prabhupada said, it is not up to you to judge. Only the Guru knows who is guilty and who is innocent. So the first instruction actually meant Guru is one. It is a big mistake that devotees make sometimes. This is your Guru, this is my Guru, and there's some kind of separateness. No, the Guru is one, and they keep on teaching the same. So after that, I discovered that there was many more instruction, and specifically about the sentiment of being a servant of Srimati Radhika, the glories of Srimati Radhika. We know that a pure Vaishnava, when we see a pure Vaishnava, one description of his influence is that as soon as we see him, we start chanting the holy name. But with Srila Prabhupada, immediately we're starting chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. But with Gurudev, it was more specific. As soon as we saw Srila Gurudev, it was Radhe, Radhe. Jai 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 Shri Radhe. When you go to Vrindavan, this word is written in every wall, in every house. Once I was walking down the Parikram road, there was some Shivait, like 5 or 6 Shivait, all dressed up with ashes everywhere, and they look like very grave and absorbed in their thought. One of them looked at me with his eyes that sometimes are very scary. So I told him, Radhe, Radhe. And all of them, they had a big smile like this, and they all repeated Radhe, Radhe, because everybody who lives in Vrindavan, they know that the queen of the place, Vrindavaneshwari, is Srimati Radhika. And so Srila Gurudev, he was the embodiment of the Dasya of Srimati Radhika. He also had blue eyes, wonderful blue eyes like Srimati Radhika. Well, maybe Radhika has darker blue eyes, but she has blue eyes. And when Srila Gurudev was looking at us with his blue eyes, it felt like an ocean in which we could drown, because there was such a deep look that he was looking into our heart. And so Srila Gurudev, to me, is not an ordinary guru. And I appreciate very much what Bhakti Vedanta Ashram Maharaj said yesterday, that actually Srila Gurudev, Srila Prabhupada, I'm adding also Srila Bhakti Rakshak, Srila Goswami Maharaj, Srila Gaur Govinda Maharaj, they're not ordinary gurus. I'm talking only about those that I've met, that I've served. I also served Srila Gaur Govinda Maharaj, that was one of the first to collect for his Bhubaneswar temple in 1977. So I'm only speaking about the devotees that I've met. Guru Deva Mayo Maya, they are the embodiment of all the Deva. They are abode. And if a guru think that he's as good as Srila Gurudeva, Srila Prabhupada said, Ashram Maharaj, it is an offense. And I fully agree with that. And because he said that I consider that he's my friend. He may not like me, it doesn't matter. I'm not saying he doesn't, I'm just saying maybe, but I'm saying that if anyone is glorifying Gurudev, glorifying Prabhupada, glorifying all those great Vaishnava, they are my friends. And if they don't, then I don't want to associate with them, because I know that they have the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this Unatoshvarara Samswa Bhakti Shriyam. They understood the Manobishtam of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They were completely absorbed, like the Goswami of Vrindavan, in the glorification of Radha and Krishna. So it is impossible to express our gratitude towards such great Vaishnava. I will need to have millions of tongues and millions of tongues to glorify Srila Gurudev, and millions of ears to listen to all of his glories. Many speakers have spoken, but still there's so much more we can say, and millions of lives to end all their glories. So I don't have millions of lives, I only have 15 minutes. I can only say some impression that Gurudev, he gave us so many books, very valuable books. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, the Madhurya Kadambini, the commentaries on the Srimad Bhagavatam, Brihad Bhagavatam Ritam of Sanatan Goswami, and he gave us also the translation of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Jaiva Dharma, which is such a valuable book full of instruction, so important. He even translated Gita Govinda with the commentaries. Nobody has done that before, and Vedanta Sutra. So you have everything you want for your heart and for your head, everything that actually can be combined. This is what Gurudev, this is his little bit of glories. My hope is Janme Janme Prabhu Sahi, that birth after birth I can be with the association of such great exalted souls. This is really my prayer. Meeting Srila Gurudeva could render service that I never could render to Srila Prabhupada. I even had the blessing of massaging his feet. I felt so fortunate. I wanted to do this with Srila Prabhupada, but I never could be. I got the opportunity to walk with him. Those books that came out, Walking with the Saints, indicate what kind of a great seva it is to walk with such a Vaishnav. And with Srila Prabhupada, many times I had to stay back to do some seva. I was forbidden to go in the morning walks. I had the opportunity of translating Srila Gurudev in French, the different books, but also his speech. Once he was in France, and I had the great honor of translating him. I felt very nervous, but I felt very honored also. And in that specific time where he was in France between two flights, at one point he was talking about Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and he said, Bhaktivinoda Thakur at 2 o'clock in the morning, he will be absorbed in a mood of a manjari. He will take a sari and put a sari on, and he start cooking some preparation for Radha Krishna. And as he was saying this, Srila Gurudev's eyes, he was like in a trance. You could see that he was there, that he was telling us that you can be so absorbed in that mood of being a manjari that you forget everything around you. Once in San Francisco, I heard, I wasn't there, but I heard that he was crossing a parking lot with his disciple and entourage. And he said, all these people, this materialistic people, they are there, and they only see an old man that is walking. They don't see a young girl with a lota to go to the river to get some water to serve Srimati Radhika. So Srila Gurudev, he's our heart and he's our soul, and we miss him very much, but we know that he's always with us in his spirit. And if we can connect through his instruction and through the our feelings, then he was always with us. So that's all for now, because I don't have millions of years and millions of tongues, and I wish I could, because what he gave us, what Prabhupada also gave us, what all this great Vaishnava is very, it cannot be compared to anything. Vansakalpa tarubhyascha kripa sindhu vyaivacha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
Thank you so much, Prakashatma Prabhu.